Hey,
man,
you
Country's
gonna put
already
him on
on there.
there?
Country's already on there.
Man.
I already been on there.
He need episode 2.
Episode 2.
It's your girl Naomi Javinci, and you is right here with the one and only Hood Hierarchy. You already know.
Oh man, look, man, OG Tulo, man, the Coke Talker Houston. You know what I'm saying? 8 times, man, dirty size, man. You know, this is what it is, man. You know, rocking with my boy, Uncle Beats.
First of all, yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. This Jab City TV, y'all already know what's going on. Bandana Rose, East Side Legend. I'm in this boy with Hierarchy, with my boy Uncle Beats. Y'all already know what's going on. East Side Chicago, West Side Chicago, Low End, Wild Hunters. Acknowledge me. Let's get up, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Yo, y'all. This Hood Hierarchy. This your girl Star with 3 R's. Y'all got it. This is the best platform for the artists.
Now we gonna start with the South Side, where GDs and BDs and Blackstones don't coincide. So let me be your tour guide. So when you in a certain area, you will know what that hood ride.
How you doing, Two Sweets? How you doing?
Hey.
Good to have you here. If somebody was trying to be a guest on the Gangster Chronicles, what's the qualification?
Man, just have an interesting story, man. That's how we made our name, man. We really made our name off of just having interesting people on, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, dog, I'd rather talk to an interesting person than a celebrity any day, dog.
There we go.
Any day. So if you got something interesting,
I was on the Gangster Chronicles, so I guess I'm interesting, people.
Yo, what up, people? Y'all tapped in with President Sly, Hood Hierarchy. Y'all checking out, you know what I'm saying? Unc right here. Stay tuned. Buffalo, New York in the building. Aye.
Okay, so it is what it is. I am that girl, Olivia. This is Hood Hierarchy with Uncle Beats. Make sure you guys remember to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are absolutely amazing. No matter what anybody says, you got this. Yes, life gets hard and it may knock you on your feet, but guess what? You'll jump right back up because why? We wobbles, but we don't fall down.
All right, it's your boy Lil Matt. Shout out Hood Hierarchy, Uncle Beats, salute all the way from St. Martin, Mississippi.
What's the hood?
Brooklyn, New York, Tampa, Florida, Ybor City. What up?
This your boy Snap G, and you tapping in with Snap G and Uncle Beats on Hood Hierarchy, Mobcast. Tune in, hit the like, hit the share. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit the share, your front door, I will be there.
Everybody that go on YouTube right quick and subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Now play that music, DJ.
Guess what? Time for a legendary show, man. I got a Chi-Town legend in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Oh no, before I do that, I'm tripping. It's the Hood Hierarchy Mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. If y'all want us to be all right, hit that like. If you care, hit that share. If you want us out the trap, put something on that Hood Hierarchy cash out. You want us to survive, hit subscribe. It's real simple. So it's about to go down, man. I got a Chicago legend in the building. I'm going to just say his name now, y'all. I'm going to give him a big introduction, but I'll say his name now. It's the one and only Don Ski here, right? So people always call me, yeah, I'm in Chicago. Where's the party at? Where to go? Here you go. I'm giving y'all the plug right here. This is the plug. Stop calling and asking me, because I'm finna give y'all the plug. The plug for Chicago, other cities too, but definitely Chicago. So I'm gonna roll the intro, and we just gonna come in swinging hard. Y'all don't go nowhere. Don Ski here. Tell somebody, like it, share, do all that good stuff. Hood Hierarchy. Mobcast. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata, Hood Hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. And you rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Seen Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
One, what's happening? It's the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
Got real Chicago in the building. It's going down today. Yeah, it's going all the way down. So get in the comments, drop your city, drop your state, drop your hood. Let us know where y'all coming from. But tonight's guest, long overdue. I'm glad he here. You know, he really important to the culture. He been throwing the biggest parties in Chicago forever. Been in the music business, everything. See, I know all this business, y'all. I know all about it. So I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Everybody, get ready for the one and only Don Ski is in the building with us. Come on, y'all gotta clap harder than that. Y'all gotta clap harder than that. There we go. Right, I said Don Ski. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. What's up, family? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy NBA Tuesday. Caught me got these hot games going on.
You got any parties going on tonight?
Not tonight. I'm chilling.
So where's the party at tonight?
Huh?
Where the party at tonight?
So a bunch of parties around. I'm actually gonna slide up. There's some people starting up a Taco Tuesday tonight. A couple Taco Tuesdays tonight. I'm gonna show my face. One at Bartender. One of the DJs that DJ for me, Lady Dice. Her and the owner's doing something, so they started up tonight, like from 7 p.m. to like midnight.
Point proven, y'all. It was just a quick,
my face.
That was a quick test. I just wanted to prove a point. If somebody needs to know what's going on in Chicago, any day of the week, call Don Ski. Go look at his page. He know what's going on. Tell him where to find you at right now, Don Ski. I want to start getting this out in the beginning. Tell him where to find you at.
Wednesday nights, I produced the #1 open mic comedy show in Chicago. It's called The Funny People. We've been doing it 8 consecutive years. It's hosted by WGCI's celebrity comedian Leon Rogers. We've been doing it 8 years. Bartender doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 8:30. We provide a platform for up and coming comedians or comics to just pretty much work on their craft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. It's dope.
Who one of the biggest name comics that been through your comedy night that we might know?
Comedian Lil Rel has been through there a bunch of times. That's my dog. Deion Cole been there a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Corey Holcomb has been there. For those that don't know, people probably do know. Comedian Flame Monroe was just there 2 weeks ago. Flame Monroe's on a tour with Tiffany Haddish and opened up for Dave Chappelle too. So, and she's from Chicago.
There we go. I'm kind of changing the structure with you because you just got so much history. But when we mention
a lot of history, 20 years,
so much, so too much. When we mention Tiffany Haddish, Who is that to you? Do you know her?
Yeah, she's a top one of the hottest actresses in the game, comedians in Hollywood right now on movie screen. She blew up from the movie Girls Trip. For those that know Girls Trip, then you know Tiffany Haddish. She's super dope, super talented.
Have you ever worked with her?
Yes, sir. Road manager. Yeah.
Oh. So, how do somebody from Chicago end up road managing Tiffany Haddish?
Just networking. I was in LA years ago, like maybe 2014. I had met her prior to that at the Laugh Factory. Bumped into her. I seen her like, oh, you're Tiffany Haddish. She hadn't even blown up at this time, but I noticed her from this movie, Janky Promoters. You ever seen that movie?
Of course.
Yeah, so she was in Janky Promoters. She might have had like a minute worth of TV time.
I don't remember her being in Janky Promoters. I gotta go back to
that. She was one of the part of the hotel staff. It was two girls. Okay. She's one of the hotel staff. So when you go back and look at Janky Promoters, you will see her there. So that was the first time that I seen her. And when I seen her, I said to myself, she got it. You know what I'm saying? And then, Destiny, I met her like in LA, like right after that. Right after I seen the movie, I was in LA and bumped into her at the Laugh Factory. And we exchanged numbers. And a few years later, I was out there just networking and moving around for a couple of years, just flying out there every week. And I would run into her and we would hang out, hitting the clubs, comedy clubs and stuff like that. And just built a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was just networking. And this, like I said, this was before, the movie Girls Trip came out, before she blew up. But she was doing big things like right before that. She was on the come up. And man, we built a relationship. Years later, I asked her to host my 50th birthday party, which was in 2023.
Right.
Out to LA to personally ask her to host my birthday party. And she said she'll do it. And I was like, all right, cool. All right, I'm gonna fly you out, put some money in your pocket. I ain't know how much money to say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wanna say too much and I ain't want to say too little. So I just like, I'll put some money in your pocket. And she was like, you ain't even got to do that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I got you. And I was like, for real? She said, yeah. And I was like, bring it in. And I hugged her. And after that, man, that was like August of like 2023. And then I just started putting it together for my 50th. My 50th birthday was, I always do this Black and Red Capricorn bash every year in Chicago. So it was the 18th annual Black and Red Capricorn bash, which is my birthday. It's like the day after Christmas. I always do it the day after Christmas, no matter what day it falls on. And I had Tiffany on the big flyer, 5x7, for the 50th. I want to do something really big. I had, like I say, Tiffany Haddish, Do or Die perform, 3-piece perform. Of course, our boy Reese G, he was alive a couple years back. Yeah, rest in peace, Reese G. They performed. I had Full Effect dancers perform. It was really dope. I had a live band. It was really nice. And from there, Tiffany Haddish came out. She hosted it. And then, man, I saw an opportunity that there might be opportunity for like a manager gig or road manager gig, just kind of paid attention to the signs. And I just started popping out to LA again, right? Went to like 3 different shows of hers and spent my own money. Invested in myself, you know what I'm saying? Bet on myself pretty much. And man, it went down. Before you know it, I got the position as an official road manager.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? It's the one and only Don Ski in the building, Chicago's #1 promoter. And I agree with that because he can back it up. And I know you can back it up because honestly, to me, it ain't no to me, it's just the truth. You are the most consistent.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the most consistent. All of us dabble with the parties and the concerts, all the promoters, but you are consistent with all of it. You do it all. You've been the most consistent, and you never act funny. Every time me and Deli come through there, you lay it out. But then, come to find out, you lay it out for everybody. I'm finding out.
I take care of everybody, man. I try to take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know, they say customers are always right. You know what I'm saying? And then I want people to enjoy themselves. I get a kick out of people enjoying themselves and having a good time. And then you want people to come back. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to keep that door open. Where and so I just try to provide the best customer support I can.
Yeah, you definitely do that. But I changed the structure a little bit because I just had to cut straight into your business because I put up that you were not the #1 promoter on the tags, right? So I just want to prove that I'm not just showing favoritism. So let me just ask you some questions that I be putting on the internet. I just want to see what your take on it.
Let's go.
If you break up with someone who you were in ain't even got to be long term, but y'all was definitely in a serious relationship and love. How long before she should date someone else and you date someone else? How long should it take?
Man, right away. You need to. I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm married right now, so but
good.
So, but at the end of the day, I think that I believe that for my situation, when that did happen to me, God sends helpers, people to help you heal, right?
Right.
And not necessarily be with a woman a sexual relationship, but just company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're used to having somebody around you. Hey, I'm a grown man, right?
Right.
And so everybody's situation is different, but I think that it really just depends. Like I say, I always ask God to guide my steps, and so when I pray, I ask God to guide my steps. So if God tell me to chill out and and don't be with nobody and be by myself, then that's what I'm gonna do. But if God send me a helper, and then that's what it's gonna be. Send me a helpmate or somebody to get me along, especially if I was in a long relationship to help me. I guess say heal or something. You know what I'm saying? Help me heal. You know what I mean? Through the process.
Well, definitely. If I get in that predicament, hopefully God will send me the bartend because you have all the women in there at your party. So.
Right. Yeah.
that should be an easy place to forget.
Right.
Send me the bartend, God, if I have to.
Yeah. But I just think that realistically, all jokes aside, it just depends on the situation. But if you're in a long-term relationship, I just think that you want to talk to God about it and pray to God about it and ask God to guide your steps, and then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? And
you really gave a perfect answer because people don't get it. You can just talk to God about everything, and you're gonna land on your feet. I have not landed on my feet after.
That's the first thing you got to do is talk to God about it, and then pay attention to the signs. You know what I'm saying? Because He's gonna send them every time.
I agree with you. I got another question, right? I want shouts out to everybody that's checking in, man. Get in them comments, drop your city, drop your state. If this is your first time watching, or you've been under a rock or smoking a rock, I have to go read
they ain't smoking no rocks.
That's checking in with the streets. I gotta check in with these streets, man, because they catch that. Y'all might catch me at Donski party and say, "Why you ain't shot me up when I was on the interview?" So.
Right.
Shout out to the ambassador Conut in the building.
Happy birthday too. Happy birthday, Corey.
Man, shouts out. Happy birthday. Shouts out to you for throwing that party for Conut too, man.
Yeah, he came out and had a ball. I was saying he was buying bottles and everything. So he having a good time.
Yeah,
he bought so many bottles. We had to let him leave when it was time to close. I go and take that other bottle.
Shout out.
You good? Go and take that bottle with you. Just be careful.
Last time me and Deli came, it was we was there for somebody's birthday too, man. You just like I say, you always lay it out, man. You definitely
got to.
Bonnie Chambers in the building. Salute to you.
What up, Bonnie? I know Bonnie. What's up, Bonnie?
She rocking with us. Big Six in the building. Salute to him. Vegan World Cafe. Willie S is in the building. All right, I got more for you, man. I want to know how important is the classes they give you in high school, like algebra, geometry, biology. How important is that?
Man, they very important, and I realized that when working certain jobs and just counting money and what I'm saying, little different things like that. It's very important, very, very important. You realize that when you in life, when you doing you can be doing anything. You're like, oh yeah, I learned this back in high school. Had I not, what I'm saying, with that class or whatever. Now, I dropped out of Spanish, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
See?
But if I know what I know now, I would have stayed in that class, right?
Important for when you go to the Dominican Republic of Mexico.
It's important because that's like the second language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
in America, Spanish. So I just wasn't interested at the time, and at the time I was a teenager, so I ain't know no better for real. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing about that second language is Spanish, like you said, it can make you some real money in the corporate world too.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
If you language, so
yeah,
I agree with you on that. I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wonder how many times you done came across this one. So you're out and you see a friend's significant other, whether it's somebody's husband or somebody's wife, but they got a date with them. They on a date, and that's they in it. You know this ain't right. So do you approach the situation and say, hey, what are you doing? Or do you tell the person's significant other later, like, or do you mind your business?
I mind my business unless it was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Okay. For everybody else, that ain't none of my business. I don't want to get into that. You never know what's going on in a person's relationship or marriage, so you kind of stay out of that. You know what I mean? It can get ugly. So, but it was my best friend. Yeah, I tell my best friend, bro, I seen your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Do a little checkup on it.
Matter of fact, my best friend's wife ain't coming around me. But yeah, so yeah. I mind my business though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, when people respect you, right? I feel like I get a lot of respect from people. So if people own that, right, with family or even family members or whatever, or friends, they ain't gonna come around me with that. Not that I'm gonna snitch, I'm call and tell, but it's just a respect level. Like they don't come around me messy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if I catch you cheating on your boyfriend or your husband, I'm gonna videotape you. And I'm gonna blackmail you. You're gonna have to give me something.
Oh no, I ain't into blackmailing. I ain't into none of that.
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm with you. Just don't put me in a predicament, because I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I really don't know. Like
nobody really never came to me and asked me, you seen I mean, you're too grown for that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I got a lot of close friends. So like you say, like my brother or best friend, I gotta tell him. Because it's just like, I wouldn't want to say, why you ain't tell me she was messing with dude? And so I just don't want to be.
I mean, you talking like my best friend, his wife ain't gonna come around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Just leave me out of it.
My brothers and sisters, they significant others ain't gonna come around with somebody else. Like, so, yeah.
Right. Right. Because if you do that,
anybody else ain't none of my business. Right? Yeah. So yeah. That's it right there. I mind my business.
Gotta mind it. Yeah. But you ain't out the woods yet, man.
You know what I do though? When people do come out like that, with like you come out with this girl, then next week you come out with another girl, then I'll just be careful. Instead of, hey, nice to meet you again. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just because I always greet people, you know what I'm saying? I greet people all the time, try to be the perfect host. So I just like to be real intimate, when I meet people. So I always I'm not gonna say, okay, you're coming out. Hey, nice to meet you. You gotta be careful with that, because I'm like, I ain't been here before.
So I ain't gotta worry about it if I come in and you're on that mic and you say, all right, Beat, you got another one with you this week. Okay.
I ain't gonna say that, right? I'm gonna shout you out, but I ain't gonna say that though.
But you almost out the woods, man. You almost out the woods. I just got We just got one more part of the show that I have to do to everybody.
Nah, keep them coming.
We gotta screen you. We gotta screen you. It's that. Am I froze? You see me, right? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I see you moving.
I got one more part we gotta do. We gotta screen you. So with that being said, what city and state are you from?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, West Side. I didn't
Side.
live all over Chicago though. And I like to say LA is my second home. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've been having an LA telephone number since 2014. And I got that number because, interesting story, I got that number because I was at the airport, and this was that week I was promoting Tiffany Haddish's birthday party in 2014. So I'm at the airport and fell asleep, woke up, my phone was gone, all right? So I had to go get another phone, but I called my phone, and these guys had my phone. Mexicans then took my phone, right? They tried to sell my phone back for like $500. Now,
Right.
remember, I'm about to promote Tiffany Haddish's birthday. I need all my contacts, especially all the contacts in LA, because
Right.
I don't remember having an iPhone at the time. I probably had like an Android, and don't even know if all my numbers could transfer, all that. Long
Right.
story short, that was gonna be dangerous, right? Me trying to go pay them money to get my phone back, right? $500. So I just went and got a new phone, and when I got the new phone in 2014, when I was in LA, I got an LA number. And I done had it ever since. I done had it for 11 years now. And that was me promoting Tiffany Haddish birthday party. And 10 years later, as of last year, I learned that that was the first time Tiffany ever had a birthday party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Wow. His story.
And she really won't do a birthday party now for real because she got worried about everybody not getting the invite. You know how people be like, oh, you didn't invite me? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I was trying to do something for her last year, and that was kind of like a conversation, you know what I mean? So
people definitely
I get it. Yeah, people be mad.
They definitely do.
My wife threw me a surprise birthday party, and I had some people get mad because they didn't get the invite. You know what I'm saying?
I
don't know why people like to be mad about stuff. You shouldn't be mad.
I done got people mad at me for inviting them to the party. They're like, we don't even mess with her. I'm like, how am I supposed to know you don't mess? I'm trying to throw this party for her. I don't know who them fell out with each other.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Party.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So yeah.
It can be something. So if somebody in Chicago and they need something to eat in the hood, where you send them to?
In the hood?
In the hood.
Is Greektown the hood? Nah, Greektown ain't the hood. Let me see in the hood. Well, I'll go get something to eat at. I like my breakfast spot over on Central and Roosevelt because it's a little bit low key, right? They only cash only. I can't even think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Steak and Egger, right?
Yeah, it's real low key, real small, intimate. They used to be open 24 hours, but since the pandemic, they have changed. Not the one on Central and Roosevelt. They take cash. They're not really expensive, and they're not bad on the cooking side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely the
breakfast spot. Yeah, and then I'm trying to think. I don't eat meat, right? You know what I'm saying? I haven't ate meat since 2007. I do eat fish. So I will also say over by Madison Pulaski, right off Springfield and Madison, they got this spot where they sell like the seafood, the shrimp. I think it's called Shrimp Stop. They got the jumbo shrimp in there, and they got the southern catfish. It's really good.
Yeah, I seen that place.
Yeah,
that's the barbecue restaurant, right?
Across the street is the barbecue restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, so that seafood place, it's a bomb, and that's in the hood. Pulaski and Madison is definitely.
I gotta check them out. I've been seeing it's on the White Castle side, right?
On the White Castle side.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I do see that. Okay. What is the best club to ever hit Chicago?
The best club that ever hit Chicago? The best club that ever hit Chicago.
Besides Bar 10, of course. Besides Bar 10.
I don't know. I threw a lot of parties at a lot of spots. I used to have a party every night of the week. Shout out to Teeny Martini. They're no longer around, but that's one of the spots that I started at. It used to be located 2169 North Milwaukee, and they had two sides. almost similar to Bar 10. They had two sides, and that was one of the places I started at. And I brought a lot of celebrities there. You know what I'm saying? When I started,
That's actually where I met you at. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shout out Vegan World Cafe. How could I let you say you don't eat meat and I didn't mention my sponsor, Vegan World Cafe.
Where they located? Because I need to check them out.
He doing catering right now.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe he could come mess with you one day at one of your events.
Gotta come mess with me, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he make everything a vegan way though. You know?
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to tap you in with him. But I think I met you at the Martini. I was with your name already was everywhere though, just from Do or Die. We'll get into that.
You know, I worked really, really hard, man. I worked really, really hard. I was hungry. And I tell a lot of people, I've never dreamed of being a promoter. It just kind of fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I never dreamed. I didn't even know what a promoter was. I was just really hanging out at the party scene. I had lost my job. They laid us off. The company I worked for, I was a third shift supervisor. They laid us off. Didn't give me the option to relocate with them to Shelbyville, Tennessee, which I would have because I was making good money. I had made like $80,000 from like January 2004 to August of 2004. I made $80,000 in 8 months. So if you add that out, that's about 10 grand a month. And this was in 2004.
Right.
So when they laid me off, I just started hanging out at the parties because I love the ambiance of the parties. I love the loud music. I love to socialize. The live DJs, it was just really dope for me. And then I was just doing it every night. I was at all these different spots because I had an opportunity to really kind of hang out because now I ain't working. I'm on unemployment. I got a severance package, so I got a couple dollars in my pocket. And I'm just out every night because before that I was working third shift and I was going to school. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no time to do nothing. My own homies used to ask me, can you go out? And I couldn't go out because I was working, going to school, and I started a family real young. And so when I got an opportunity to get outside, I was outside every day. You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, people were just following me. I was meeting people, girls, guys. Hey, where you at tomorrow? And I ain't even have no party. And we just meet up at all these parties. And then I threw my birthday party in December of 2004 on a Wednesday. December 29th on a Wednesday, 2004, at this place called Cosmos, located in Chicago, North Side Clybourne. I packed it out. Like, it was crazy. People couldn't get in. You know, we had the owner sneaking people through the back door, that kind of thing. And after the party was over with, it was so successful, they asked me that I want to start throwing parties. And I said, yeah, I'll try it. And the only night they had for me was a Thursday. And I talked to one of my homies from my neighborhood I grew up with from St. Stephen's. His name Brian, like my big brother, 4 or 5 years older than me. And he was like, you know, Thursday night is an official ladies' night. And that's what I named. I named it official ladies' night Thursday. And I couldn't even charge again at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have a PPA license to charge. So I was just getting money, a percentage of the bar, which worked out. And then something happened where they with a license or something where they couldn't do parties no more, and they shut down. I had to move my party to this club called Ice Bar. I don't know if you remember that. It used to be downtown on Clark Street. It was a really nice spot. And yeah, that was just the birth of Don Ski, 2005, man. I started throwing parties at Ice Bar on Thursdays. I was at Teeny Martini on Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I was doing Sonotech on Monday nights. I'm trying to remember where I was at. I know Wednesdays I was at Divine. I forgot where I was at. Tuesday nights I was at Club Wet. That was downtown on Lake Street. Thursday nights I was doing Red No 5. I had a party every single night of the week. Getting money and outfits every single day because, you know, you had to dress apart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just really a good time. And I think my name got out there because, like you said, I was very consistent. And I was putting the work in. I would go to my party, and after my party, I would go to 2 other parties and support other promoters. And they respected me, you know, doing that. And the DJs respected because the DJs would start yelling my name out like Don Ski in the building. You know what I'm saying? Which they were promoting me. You know what I'm saying? And so I would leave like a buzz on a Tuesday, right? Then Corey and Corey Bradford and Mike Irvin used to do. Shout out to them promoters. They used to do Buzz on Tuesdays, which was crazy. I would leave there and go to Starbucks and use their internet and work. You know what I'm saying? 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm working, I'm falling asleep. Starbucks put me out. I had a place to live, but the internet kind of, I just was trying to work because I was hungry and to get people out the next day at my party. I knew what I had to do. That was a formula I had to do to get people out. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? So every day I had a party every night of the week at a different venue. And every time I went to my party, it was packed. Every time I pressed that button, people pulled up. It was nice.
I made some money because of you, man, and you don't know this, but I gotta salute you, right? I remember
and a percentage.
Well, I ain't making no more.
I ain't make nothing. You ain't make nothing now.
I remember Young LA was in Chicago, so he's staying with me. And I'm really thinking if I'm gonna work with him or not, because you know he wasn't as hot as he was at first.
Right.
So he said, "Man, Donsky said we could come to the club. Man, he gonna get us cracking." I'm like, "Man, Donsky ain't finna mess with this dude." But okay, I'm like, he probably. So we came. I forgot what club it was, but you laid it out for him. People was playing this bill. I said, I might be able to make some money off of. But you had the party going so good. That's when I realized, as long as the party right, people would pay for anything that they want.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of just started using that formula with a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah, they might not come out to see them, but it's a bonus to a good party. You know what I mean? So,
and you know, when I switched over from the free party at Cosmos, my big homie again, who told me about the official ladies night on Thursday, he said to me, "Hey Don, man, people will pay to come party with you." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I think I had a fear I gotta charge people to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna make money because when I went to Ice Bar, they weren't giving me a percentage of the bar. They was like, "Hey, we keep the bar, you keep the door." It was like that kind of sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, yeah, he told me, "Hey, man, people will pay to come see you party." And I've been doing that ever since, you know what I'm saying, 2005. So again, 2005, it's 2025. That's what? That's 20 years of helping people celebrate their birthdays, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of other things. I didn't, you know what I mean?
You managed a few artists too, man.
I managed a few artists, yeah.
You did something big. I seen you with one of them just about 2 weeks ago. We was at Reggie's when you had the suit on chilling, right?
Oh yeah. That was Easter Sunday, right?
That was Easter Sunday, right?
The suit on, yeah. I have my Easter suit on.
Yeah. Okay, I see the suit.
I used to do road management for Do or Die. I started doing that in 2010, and what's really dope about that is that how me and AK are Do or Die, man, because he was the one that gave me the opportunity. I used to do this party Wednesday nights at Divine. The Wednesday nights was like the #1 Wednesday night party in Chicago. A lot of the promoters, my peers, promoters, a lot of promoters used to just send me people, there's celebrities, NBA players, like Don Ski got a night over here, and they sent them. And it was a respect level because I used to support all of these top promoters in Chicago, that A&Os, Anthony and Omar, Mike Irvin, Corey Bradford, Mike Teleferro, Ace Square. I don't want to leave Fife Dukes. All these top promoters were before me, so I came in kind of idolizing what they were doing, and that's how, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I supported them heavily, and they always took care of me. When I say they took care of me, when I first started doing part, I didn't have to pay to get in. The security took care of me because I was so patient. They, Donsky, come on, you good. And so it was like that kind of thing. It was like a real dope network that I didn't even know I was doing for real, but I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, so yeah, I and then you have to like love people and enjoy people, right? You know what I'm saying? You have to be a people's person. You have to really you got to work, because before social media, we just had flyers and word of mouth.
Right.
And I had my T-Mobile sidekick, and I would give people numbers, and then I would text them. It was like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So
how much easier is it with this internet now?
The internet, social media helps because you got, Snapchat, you got it's a little bit more. It definitely helps. Anything, any ways that you can promote your event or artist, and all that helps. It's a little bit more. It can make you lazy because now you can sit in front of the computer,
right?
Versus being outside. I used to pass out my own flyers. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm interacting with people, and what I used to call it was face-to-face marketing. You know what I mean? That's what I used to call it, face-to-face marketing. You know, when you a businessman, you got your own ideas, you can get creative. It's like face-to-face marketing for me, where I would meet a female or a guy, and hey, come out to my party. I hand them the flyer. Hey, let me get your number, or I couldn't get their Instagram or their Facebook. I would get their number so I can text them about my parties. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and so I would see beautiful women and try to get them out because, you know, you got beautiful, pretty girls or beautiful women at your party. That bring out, yeah, and bring out the guys. And that's just how it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And you got guys that will come to the party because you got pretty women. They might not even say nothing to them, but they just want to be around them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And it was to a point I had so many women in the building that women would leave because there weren't enough guys. You know what I'm saying? I've had that problem for a long time. You know what I mean? And, you know, and then the guys caught on. This is that kind of thing. I would see guys who I didn't know. I'll be at clubs and I'll see them other parties and I'll see them popping bottles. I was kind of like a female when I see them have my Cadillac trucks and all these different cars. Hey, bro, hey, my name Don Ski. What's your name?
Right.
And my guy Chris. Hey, Chris, man. Hey, I threw a party over here at Ice Bar, bro. You want to pull up? I got you. And back then, guys would say 2005, 2006, 2007, guys would say, man, who DJing? So you had to have like a DJ Timbuktu, a DJ Mustafa Rocks, you know what I'm saying? Because even back then, my brother DJ Showtime was just starting, you know what I'm saying? So
I was about to say, how important is that? Like how you be rocking with Showtime? Like, how important is that to have a good DJ?
Oh, it's very important because you need to rock the crowd. You want to have a party like a concert. DJs are artists, right? DJs are artists. So DJs come in, they crowd control, you know what I'm saying? So they got to rock the party. It's very important to have a really good DJ that know how to blend and get the party going and talk that stuff on the mic. You know what I'm saying? My brother
Showtime being your brother.
Yeah.
When did you put it together to start using it? When did you feel
when I first started throwing parties, I brought my little brother on. It's my little brother. I brought him on. But what I did was he had to come off the bench, right? You know what I'm saying? So I used like the DJ Timbuktus, rest in peace to DJ Timbuktu, DJ Mustafa Rocks, DJ Twilight Tone. There's a lot of them real hot DJs, radio DJs, DJ Mike Love. If you remember DJ Mike Love.
Oh, for the record, Mustafa Rocks is a dog, man. Mustafa Rocks get down, man. I just seen him. He get down though.
I remember going to this one spot, Dragon Room, back in the day.
Right.
You know, remember Dragon Room, and I was in there for the first time, and the DJ, you know, the DJ used to be up, and he was going crazy. It was like the DJ saved my life, and I looked up like, who the hell? And it was Mustafa Rock. I didn't know him, but I was just like, oh, he cold. And I wasn't even thinking about throwing parties at the time. You know what I'm saying? But just to be able to work with him, you know, which, you know, he's Twister DJ, you know, he DJ for Tink. He's on Power 92, you know, and he DJ all over Chicago. He's a legend for real. So shout out to DJ Mustafa Rock.
You know. So back to Showtime. So you had to bring Showtime off the bench.
Yeah, and not it was like not bring him off the bench, but he kind of got an idea working behind DJs like DJ Timbuktus and the Twilight Tones and the DJ Mustafa Rocks. You know what I'm saying? And so we did that for so long that I'm on.
Hey,
what's up? I'm on the live. Now go ahead about your business. It's my son Adonis. Say what's up. All right, let me finish. And so, yeah, I'm definitely a family man, and yeah, so
he a family.
And so not to say he came off the bench, but he just learned what we needed to do in the clubs, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was his time. He was rocking all the parties.
Dad.
Come on, wait till I'm done.
Yeah, you was here all day.
Yeah, he ain't gonna listen to me. Wait till I'm done.
You want some of that camera? He wants some of that camera.
His
So I
birthday,
gotta ask
his
you a
birthday,
promoter
this,
question,
his birthday this Monday, May 12th. All right, go ahead on now.
May 12th, my sister May 9th.
May 10th.
Yeah, all right, okay. Your birthday party May 10th.
Okay.
They just came in. Now go ahead though.
I
Watch out.
got a promoter question.
Yeah.
So I remember that Puffy came to Floyd Mayweather's club, and he said they need to stop coming to the door trying to get in free. Was
Who
he
said
wrong?
that?
That's what Floyd Mayweather said about P. Diddy. Was Floyd Mayweather wrong or right about that?
He said that it was wrong for P. Diddy to try to get in free.
Yeah, for trying to get in free.
For me, in the 20 years in the business, for me, I always took care of the industry people, right? The entertainers. I think that that's necessary because the entertainers are a good look, right?
Right.
I knew that, let's just say for me, it was common sense that for me to take care of other promoters, no matter how many people they had, because they were a good look for my party. You know what I'm saying? If I had Anthony and Omar come to my party, or Mike Irvin or Corey Bradford, it was like a respect level. It was like, oh, you doing big things because you got these people. Look at my son. You got these people coming to the party. You know what I'm saying? And
We got the little sis in here. We got the little sis.
Okay. All right, now go ahead. This is a lot of people on here. Watch out.
Oh, what now?
Yeah, go.
Nah, take her.
No, I can't. I'm on a go. I'll be down there. I'll be downstairs in a second.
Okay.
And so I get 5 minutes. And so it's very necessary to take care of a Puffy who comes to your party. Like, who would? You know, and he can have 100 people. Come on, because I ain't, especially if I ain't got to pay you. And even if I got to pay him, hey, whoever you with, it is what it is.
Bringing prestige.
Yeah.
Shout out to the one and only Don Ski, Chicago's own. Keep going, brother.
Yeah, you got to take care. I'll take care of my fellow promoters, professional athletes, TV stars, movie stars. I never let them people, comedians, celebrity comedians, I let them people pay it again. All industry people, comedians, all that, because they're a good look. A lot of people know them, right? And I know how we all, it's a hustle, it's a grind in this business. And so I respect their grind. And so I take care of those people. You know what I'm saying? No matter how big they get, you know, you want to look out for them people, especially like when the Lil Rels and the Deion Coles come through, the Damon Williams. They want some food. They want some, at least you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, free entry. Oh, that goes without saying. And that's how I met comedian Lil Rel. Actually, I met comedian Lil Rel in 2006. I was doing a club called Sonotech on Mondays. And I remember, I never forget, one of the first things he said to me was, oh, you going to let me in free? I was like, yeah, because he was on the grind at the time in 06 before he blew up. And a lot of promoters were charging him to get in, right? But he told me he was a comedian. Oh, he good. Plus one, you know, whoever you with. And we've been rocking ever since. You know what I'm saying? I never forget that. And he brought celebrities with him. I remember him bringing Alex Thomas and Deion Cole. He was bringing all these people before they blew up. And they were rocking with him, the D-Rays and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's how I got to know Deion Cole, comedian D-Ray, and a lot of the comedians, because me and Lil Rel been rocking like almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So very important to take.
Lil Rel deserve everything he can, man. Lil Rel, I've been knowing.
He deserve it, yeah.
Yeah, he was grinding, man. Like you say,
we call him Movie Rel now. Got so many movies, but he deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I've been to his brand new house out there in LA with the big gates and the house, you know, real nice. Yeah.
He lost weight, man. I seen him at the radio station, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude kind of looked familiar, but he looked like the old Lil Rel.
Yeah.
And I know he had gained weight, so
I was exercise and then boxing. He been posting videos, so
yeah, he definitely getting it together.
I need to lose about 30 pounds. I'm trying to lose about 30 pounds before next week because I'll be in LA. Tiffany Haddish she has May 17th. She does her annual adult prom fundraiser. So I'll be out there not this Saturday, but the following Saturday I'll be out there. I need to lose 30 pounds for at least 15, half of that. I can't stop eating though.
You got to hit that gym. You know what? You know
Being
what's a
in
good
the gym, I just can't stop eating. And
know
I'm
what gym I like to go to?
What's that?
Jim's Polishes. Right on. You know what's that?
I don't eat no meat, so that ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah, gotta hit that gym.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this, because I love it too, right? What is it about LA that you like about LA to make it just
Being a promoter, right? This is my thing. You only heard it from Don Ski. Parties are network heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? I met him at a party in Chicago at one of Mike and Corey, Mike Irvin. I said, yeah, Mike and Corey, Mike Irvin and Corey Bradley had a party, and Kevin Hart was over there by himself. This before he blew all the way up. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like 06, 07. And he was over there by himself. He had all these bottles. Nobody paying attention to him. I was like, that's the guy from Soul Plane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went over there, me, how I am. Hey, man, what's up, man? Got a picture with him. Got his contact information. We traded numbers. And, man, I was the first promoter to bring him to Chicago to host a party. And he took that hosting parties to another level. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why he wanted me to broker parties around 2010. I had just started managing Do or Die, and not knowing Kev was going to go skyrocket like he did. It was just kind of nothing's hard. I didn't give it all I could because I was on the road with Do or Die. We were doing like 5-day West Coast trips, you know what I'm saying, which was crazy. But back to LA on the networking side for a promoter, it's all the stars out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All your TV stars. You know, like I met Urkel. You know what I'm saying? He got his contact number. Brandon T. Jackson. He didn't host like my 10-year anniversary party. I got him on speed. That's my dog. I'd have been to his crib, all that kind of stuff. So I'd have been at Eddie Murphy house just off, networking. You know what I mean? I met Tiffany Haddish in LA. It's just so many people I met out there, man.
Yeah, you gave a lot of good reasons. You know another thing I like about LA though?
Yeah.
Even if it's the hood, they scenery is just better than Chicago to me. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I can't forget about the weather. I would leave Chicago, especially in the wintertime.
Right.
Because I fly out there every Monday. I fly out there every Monday, 6 a.m. flight. And I come back Thursday because I had a party at the Velvet Lounge. So I'll be out there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the weather was beautiful. October, November, December. You know, it was freezing and snowing in Chicago. Now I'm changing the whole scene. It felt so good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's just something about them palm trees that just calm me down.
Palm trees, yeah, and it's just beautiful. It's like 75 year round. You know what I'm saying?
I be telling them dudes in LA, I'm like, we can never have this weather in Chicago. Won't be no more Chicago. They'll be clouding out.
Nah.
So we gotta have the winter.
I love LA probably because of my profession. You know what I'm saying? So Monday nights I would go out there purposely to go to D-Ray room. He still has a Monday night room that he does. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
He's been doing that room forever. So I would go out Monday nights with D-Ray room. On Tuesday nights I used to do the Comedy Store on Tuesday nights, and it was a huge crowd. I met Martin Lawrence at the Comedy Store on a Tuesday.
Oh wow!
Then he got his contact number, got his pitch. This when he was coming back on the scene. You know what I mean? That was 2015. And then on Wednesday nights, Russell Simmons used to do a show.
Oh.
You know, a Def Jam show in LA. I forgot the name, but it was like, Russell Simmons and everybody named Mama was there because it's Russell Simmons, right? Everybody. And so I used to pull up. I was doing that. So I was just out there hustling 2 consecutive years. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy with it. And I still go out there, and I love it every time I go out there because, again, it just changed the scenery. And there's something about it I ain't really figured out because my whole everything I just like a magnet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something really feel good about it. You know?
If somebody want to do some stand-up at your event, which I'm coming soon, but what do they have to do to get on stage?
So we produce the Funny People Comedy Show every Wednesday. We've been doing it 8 consecutive years. It's hosted by WGCI's Leon Rogers. Doors open at 8. Show starts at 8:30. Again, it's at Bartend Doors. They have to be there between 8 and 8:30 to sign up. We got the sign up list. They also can contact me. You can reach me on Instagram at Donski ENT, DONSKIENT. And especially if it's your first time, I like to do what I've been accustomed to doing since I've been doing it, is like comedy debuts. You know what I'm saying? It's your first time. I can put you on a flyer. And of course, to help get people out. I mean, it's a comedy show. It's on a Wednesday night. The more people, the merrier. We got a nice crowd. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then it's just a memory. This is a great memory. This is my first time doing it, and I did it in fashion. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and that's how I work it. You know, so like when you try and do comedy, it's your first time. I like to say, let me put comedian Uncle Beats comedy debut, right?
I hear that. Oh man, he just said it, so now I gotta do it, y'all.
You know, and now you got a flyer, and now you can invite out your family and close friends so they can come out and support you. They support you by they excited, laugh, and people see you what? People see you working, people see you dreaming. You know what I'm saying?
At a place where a lot of the legends then came through.
A lot of the legends, a lot of seasoned comedians come through there. And it's just inspiring, encouraging, and motivating, and that's what I like to do. I like to help people, right? And so it ain't so much as we definitely want to get people in the building. I feel like when comedians come out to the open mic, they should invite out family and close friends, and not necessarily rely on the promoter to get people out. You know, this is how you build your fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, invite out your family and friends and have people follow you to every show that you're doing. Every time you're doing a show as a comedian or a rapper, singer, you should be on a flyer, or you promote, and it take you 2 seconds to say, hey, meet me over here. I'm about to be at Don Ski joint, or I'm about to be at Uncle Beach joint performing. I'm going to sing tonight. I'm going to rap. People see you working and you promoting yourself. And that's how you build your fan base, and people start following you. I'm a witness to it because that's how I got here as a promoter. You know what I'm saying?
That's simple. People don't realize once you get your following going, that's kind of how I got into stuff. But I just used to take a bunch of people with me. Then the promoter called me and was like, hey man, y'all gonna come? You and them girls? I was like, man, I ain't got the money to pay for them. He like, oh, bring them. I need y'all in the club. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, people like to have fun, man. At parties, I provide fun. You know what I'm saying? I like bring people out to have a good time. I help people celebrate their birthdays. I help people create memories, you know what I'm saying, that last a lifetime. And that I enjoy the response that people get at my parties of just really enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody or make people enjoy themselves, but I do my best at trying to make sure I provide that kind of energy, that kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's really important because you want people to come back and you want people to tell other people. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that energy, you know, word of mouth spread faster than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
If I didn't have that kind of energy, that kind of vibe from people, I wouldn't even be here 20 years later. I wouldn't, you know, be doing road management for Tiffany Haddish. I wouldn't be doing road management for the platinum rap group Do or Die. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done met so many people through Do or Die. So many celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so many people are, you know, a fan. You know what I'm saying? In this business that I want to say to you that I never dreamed of being a promoter, but I always dreamed of being in the entertainment business. And, you know, I don't really know how to dance, right?
Yeah, but you
don't know how to sing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all go look at the flyer. But you got music, man.
Oh, yeah. And that's where the Don Ski originally come from, because I was rapping when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where Don Ski come from. I was rapping and I was high school, you know, young. Because I grew up with listening to like EPMD, right? That's my era. Rakim, LL Cool J. One of my favorites, Special Ed, because he was just totally different.
Special Ed is what Cash Money turned into, all that bragging.
And then think about it, and for thinking about it in my life, of me looking up to those people when I was a shorty and actually meeting those people. You know what I'm saying? I can literally post up or show you 50 or more pictures with like 50 different rappers. You know what I'm saying? Celebrities that people love.
I'm glad you said this.
Man, Method Man. I didn't book Keith Murray. I mean, you name it.
No, you didn't. Come on, man. You didn't hit everybody, man. When I say
in Chicago,
you earned it. You earned it. You not. Yeah. I'm not just saying.
Well, it's work. It's work. It's work.
You earned it, man. It's all work. But you take me to a question, something that I put on Facebook the other day, and I want to know what you think. I said sometimes it's not always the best thing to meet the legends, and what I meant by that. Just some of them I meet them, and they ain't what I thought they would be. I just wish I would have never could have stayed with. But what do you think? Have you ever felt that way?
Not necessarily, because I was always excited to meet the people I met, right? The stars, because at the end of the day, I'm in business to hopefully one day work with them, right?
Right.
And so when I meet like a Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, etc., Rihanna, all these people I've met down the line. I like to definitely take a picture, because the social pictures are beautiful memories. You know what I'm saying? And association, right? Which is, you know, really dope. And then I get the contact number. If I don't get like if I didn't get Kevin Hart's contact number, I already got his publicist number or his manager number, that sort of thing. And sometimes the TIs, they'll give you their direct number. You know what I mean? Especially if they're new and coming up, and you know, and then you're a familiar face with these people, like a Tiffany Haddish. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was able to contact her and ask her to host my party. She had the same number. You know what I mean? And so, and then, you know, she answered because we have a relationship. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I've never met somebody and it was like, damn, I wish I never met him. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because you never know what people got going on. And so that's how, you know, behind the doors, closed door, you don't know what people got going on. So everybody human, right? And everybody make mistakes. You never know what mood they in, but you know, we know that they got to come out here and still perform. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the circumstances are, right? And you know, sometimes, you know, people can be you know, mean to, you know, whatever, but at the end of the day, I never really super experienced that because I know how to move. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you something happened to me since I just put this on Facebook and people asking. So I was with Deli in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
We out there with Too Short. And I wanted to go see.
I met Too Short. Martini, long time ago, my dog.
Too Short. But I wanted to go see this rapper Cormega from New York. He had a show the same night too. So like you said, we always were Too Short. So I'm like, let me cut out. I want to go check out Dude. So I go to check out his show because I want to meet him and thinking of doing some stuff with him.
First of all, I don't even know who you're talking about. Who?
Cormega, right. He from Queens. He used to rap with Nas. Right. Okay. Good.
So he like an underground kind of then. He ain't like Nas status.
He big on the East Coast though.
I never heard of him.
He was in that group, The Firm, that Dr. Dre had with like Nas and Foxy Brown. And
yeah, I missed all that. I missed that part there, yeah.
But he big on the East Coast. He a certified legend on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I go and I go to the bathroom. I come back, so I'm filming him. This fool stops the show. So I said, I don't want nobody filming. And I'm like, you can't be talking to me. Like, what are you talking to me? I just bought the shirt and stuff.
Niggas get offended right away. Yeah, you got offended right away.
And I'm like, I said, hey man, I just came from the bathroom, man. I don't know what you said to people. And I was like, oh man. But you know, I just said,
and he don't know you just came from the bathroom.
Don't know that. Like he literally
like
stopped.
You ain't know, yeah, but he kind of singled you out because you ain't know what was going on.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm like, man, it wasn't that serious to me, homie.
It's not too bad.
I almost, if I wouldn't have paid for that shirt, I would have threw it up at the stage. Like, you can take that back.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was just like a indirect miscommunication or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But guess what?
I was wondering why you telling me about the bathrooms. I was gonna say that's too much information. You went to the bathroom, you came back. You know, I said, but he didn't know you ain't hear him.
But guess what? That ain't what made me mad at him.
He thought
a couple days later, he at the Wu-Tang concert. I've seen on his Instagram. Guess what he was doing?
What?
Filming them. I'm just like this.
But you never know. It's a different situation, so you just never know. So don't be mad. Don't be mad at that nigga for that.
Okay, I'm gonna forgive him
because of you. The doubt. Yeah.
Because of you.
And forgive them. Don't not forgive people. Don't be mad at people. Don't let people live rent free in your. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna listen to you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I definitely appreciate this.
I bet you look bad though. I bet you felt bad when he said, "I said I ain't want nobody recording."
This is exact what was. Hey, my man, I said no recording.
I can know how that made you feel, right? Put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, okay, cool. My bad, bro.
but I'm gonna forgive him. I'm gonna forgive him. But hey, I really appreciate you, man. This has been epic, man. I really salute you on everything.
Really, man. That's what's up.
For the city, man, because like
too, man.
I know it ain't easy, man, what you do and how to deal with all these people and stuff, and you keep doing it, man. You keep.
It's not that bad.
So, man, what you do ain't easy, man. You got magic with you, man. You got magic with you, man. I know it's a lot of work, man. I know it just ain't a party part. I know it's work, man, and
it's definitely work, but it's work that I absolutely love to do. I love my job. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it easier. You know what I mean?
That's a blessing when you.
If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it this long. I go get me a job somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to work. I'm an entrepreneur for life. A dreamer for life. Everybody should have a dream for their life. God put a dream in everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. There you go. And some people gonna follow it out, and some people want it to just be given to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it was easy, everybody be doing it, right? That's saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely blessed. Give us a hood hierarchy drop for you escape.
Hood hierarchy drop.
Who you are?
Hood hierarchy drop.
Yeah, shout out hood hierarchy. Tell them who you are. Tell them where you from.
Man, what's up, y'all? It's Don Ski in the building from Chicago. So I'll say Chicago, Illinois, Chicago West Side, Chicago South Side, North Side. Shout out to Hood Hierarchy in the building. My man, Uncle Beats, man. I appreciate the time tuning in. It's love, man. We in here. Y'all can catch me on Instagram at Donski ENT. I throw some of the hottest parties. And I work with some of your favorite celebrities all the time.
There y'all go. So again, when y'all call and ask me where to go, hit Don Ski. And thank you.
And let me just say, and I ain't like going, you know, I did a party with Marlon Wayans 2 years ago.
Right.
Which was crazy. It was huge for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did it downtown, South Loop at Road 24 with Marlon Wayans. And I didn't know if it was gonna happen because his father had just passed.
Oh wow.
His father just died. So I was like, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. And he wound up shooting me a text like, let's do it. And he was like, but his text message went, I need a bottle of scotch. You know what I'm saying? And I was just telling you that it might be a party coming soon because he just contacted me yesterday saying he's going to be in Chicago for Cigar Week in July, right? I didn't even know we had Cigar Week in Chicago, right? And his birthday is July 23rd, which is on a Wednesday. So I'm trying to figure it out now. So if anybody looking to book Marlon Wayans in Chicago in July around the 23rd through the 25th, man, hit my line, get at me.
Man, y'all here. Let's make
Before
it
I do
it. Let's make it happen.
Make it
So
happen.
we end every episode one way only. I say, what's your hood? You tell us what your hood is, and we out of here. So with that being said,
you say what you mean my hood? What you mean?
Where you from?
Oh,
where you from? Everybody from somewhere. So what's the hood?
My hood, I'm from the west side of Chicago, man. Weston and Jackson, man. St. Stephen, that's my hood. Born and raised, man. Shout out to everybody over there.
That's it.